Alright, guys. Alright. Okay. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Oh, Stare. What's up, Gucci? Thanks for the 68 months. TLDR, Gucci. I mean, do you actually want like a TLDR? Okay. TLDR. Actually, gigantic patch. The link mechanic looks like an entire game, like an actual like game. They basically did the Settlers of Calgary meme. Like, it's actually like Settlers of Catan. You have resource generation. The main gameplay loop of the mechanic, Gucci, is you find the equivalent of a breach. Like, it's like a circle league, right? You find the equivalent of like a resource. The resource is guarded by mobs. You kill the mobs, you get the resource. So it is basically just more monsters in the map. There's even a node, when you kill the monsters, it like disperses the juice into the map like Affliction. And you get more rewards and shit. So it's literally just a kill monster league. And the main juice of the league mechanic is gold. So they've added gold into the game, Gucci. And gold allows you to interact with the NPCs and like, you know, purchase and buy stuff and do all kinds of cool shit. But it's also, Gucci, the way you trade currency with other players now. They added an auction house to the game. Now it's only currency auction house, but it's expanded to anything stackable. So this includes essences, I guess scarabs as well, like anything stackable, like div cards. And I don't know about scarabs, to be fair. Scarabs are stackable though, right, chat? Scarabs would count, right? They just said anything stackable. So like oils, yeah, anything stackable. Harvest juice too. Yeah, oils too, yeah. Yeah, boss fragments, yeah. So, and it's actual trade with other players, Gucci. They also clarified and said early game, while leveling, you probably won't have enough gold to trade too much currency. Just because, you know, you're not going to have that much gold. It is what it is. But they said late game, they reckon that you'll have enough gold to trade as much as you want if you're just doing normal gameplay. As long as you're not, like, trying to flip, basically. So yeah, we have, like, an actual full-fledged currency auction house now, Gucci. What else did they say? Remember how they did the teasers for quality, and we were a little bit nervous, like, what are they actually going to do? Like, are they going to nerf this, buff this, whatever? I would say overall, they barely nerfed anything. It's huge buffs across the board, actual power creep from both the league mechanic and the changes they've made, like increased life on gear, increased armor, increased evasion, increased damage. They did nerf Grace and Determ, as we already know, but honestly, I think they actually buffed us more because they also gave us base types that are well beyond the norm. Like, we have like level 83 base types now that are like probably twice as strong. Like, it's actually pretty insane. Actually pretty giga. And also, yeah, they nerfed DD, thank fuck, DD dead. Here it is, player balance. Corpses spawned by Desecrate and Corpse Walk now have a flat 15% chance to match your Spectres. Wait, so hold the phone. Hold the phone. So can you not DD of Spectres? DD dead, Spectre pool does not matter. Why they killed it then? So it's actually like dead then. It's actually dead. Like, it's actually giga dead, right? Wait, so like basically, does this basically mean you can't get like, you literally can't do the Spectre meme to DD them? Yeah, even if you had them like they basically just removed like the Spectre thing, completely gone. Minus 85% damage. It's actually dead then. They actually killed it. Wow. Yo, did he dead? They killed it? Yeah, it's actually dead now. And also, what else? Archmage not nerfed almost at all. Tiny nerf to mana. Because Inspiration is now a multiplier instead of additive. So it's a nerf to mana. But overall, Archmage is basically untouched. Fizz damage taken as Ellie, deleted. Completely deleted. And Chaos as well, like fucking deleted. So it's gonna be a nerf to Trickster and Pathfinder. Taste of Hate deleted too, Gucci. Like, actually, Fizz as X is fucking gone, Gucci. That shit's dead. But there's also now a bunch of max res and more armor scaling, and endurance charges also give elemental damage reduction too. So endurance charges got buffed. Yeah, endurance charges give 4% elemental damage reduction. Like, they basically do the same for Fizz as they do for Ellie now. And yeah, Jug OP. Jug OP, because it also gives 1% additional scaling, so you get a lot of elemental damage reduction. But they did nerf Unbreakable. Unbreakable's basically dog shit now. Overall buffs though, Gucci, I would say, like massive, but oh, Gucci. Recombinators are back in the game now. They're part of the league mechanic. It's like an NPC you interact with. You spend gold to recombinate gear. You can't get the special mods, you know, the special sentinel mods, Gucci, like +1 max charges. But otherwise, you literally just recombinate gear. Like recombinators are back. Calandra Mirror is back. You can now there's a reflected currency that you can find, so you can make the OP like negative proj gear and minus lightning res gear for Doyani's prototype and all that kind of crazy shit, like +6 amulets and stuff. They added something called rune working, which you can use to enchant weapons with, I believe it's just weapons, right, chat? But it's used to enchant weapons with unique properties. So you can add like Doomfletch Prism onto like a mace, or you could add Mjolnir, but like Fire Mjolnir onto like a bow or some shit. Or I can't remember the base. You'll have to look it up. But essentially, they want to provide reverse LP from Last Epoch. So unique items can now be crafted, like unique properties can now essentially be crafted onto rare weapons, because they want to make rare gear good again, Gucci. Oh, they did nerf Defiance of Destiny, Adorned, and something else. Adorned's still good though. It rolls between 0 and 100. So 100 is still good, right? But it can roll to 0, which is a meme. Eternal Damnation got a small nerf too. You can no longer gain endurance and power charges with Eternal Damnation. So they're just basically saying fuck you if you're a Juggernaut. But they deleted Unbreakable anyway, so yeah. Honestly, the Eternal Damnation just got dicked on. Why does it roll 0? It's a meme, I guess. Works with Relicash. Right, because it's just cannot gain. Yeah, you could do Relicash. Oh, Gucci, they deleted quantity gear from the game. It's gone. Also, they changed how they did the Calandra thing again, which I don't know how I feel yet, where item rarity and quantity across the board from monsters has been changed. Here it comes. Wait a minute. Did they do it again? Did they do the Calandra thing again? Wait, I'm scared. Monster rarity and quantity. The way quantity and rarity of items dropped from extra content has been changed. Please God, not again. Please Jesus, please God. Generally, we have added item quantity or rarity bonuses to a number of mechanics, such as essences or delirium. On top of that, we have added drops back to some leagues where it wasn't present before, like Ultimatum. In general, the philosophy here is that you are killing monsters, you get loot, and if they are more difficult, you should get more and better loot. Okay, so that's more. That's better. That's good. Okay, that's good. A major change we have made alongside the above is that we have changed a lot of the item quantity and rarity bonuses on monsters to prevent things multiplying out of control at the very top end. That's bad. This is bad. There were cases that were utilized by fewer... This is bad. This is a nerf. This is a nerf. This is a nerf. There were cases that were utilized by 100 players total in a league, and they were able to yield tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands of unique items while not in a party, and as such, had a monopoly on the unique item market. This wasn't them exploiting a game mechanic, this was just the maximum capacity of rewards. By us changing this, it severely limits the runaway cases. Yeah, this is a nerf. This is the nerf. We won't know how bad the nerf is, but this is a nerf. I think their definition of 100 players is, it's like it's a scapegoat. It's a scapegoat. It's easy to point at Fubgun and say this is not, this is not okay. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it nerfs 100 people. I highly doubt it nerfs 100 people. There's no fucking way this nerfs 100 people. So, I don't know what that means yet. But there's a line in there that basically said, we don't want Fubgun to have too much fun. So, I don't know if that means like... Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah, we'll have to see. And they also changed a bunch of scarabs. I would say most scarabs got nerfed. Which is a bit surprising, actually. Fubgun already on World of Warcraft. Is he actually? Nah, he's game. Nah, he's fine. But yeah, I would say we gained a lot of power though, overall. I would say we gained power. Oh, Tinctures are back, Gucci. And Affliction's back. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we gain power as long as you're willing to shift. Like, as long as you're like willing to shift from what we had before. So like, again, like all the fizz damage taken X meta is deleted. They removed the Raider Ascendancy, by the way. It's now a different Ascendancy. What's the league start? Oh, and I didn't mention the biggest thing. They made melee skills deal like 2 to 3 times more damage. Unironically, 2 to 3 times more damage. Now, this is to compensate for things like totems getting removed from the game, so you don't have to press the fucking totem all the time. And also Berserk got changed. It's not necessarily a... I'd have to like check. I don't necessarily think the Berserk stuff is a DPS loss necessarily. It's a speed loss though, a massive speed loss. Wait, removed? Totems are gone. Yeah, all melee totems are gone. They're fucking deleted. But, like it doesn't exist? Correct. Yeah, the only source of melee totems is Ben's Boots, and it only gives you the support gem. That's it. But like I said though, Gucci, the skills do like literally 3 times more damage. Except, you're gonna love this by the way, Gucci. Not every melee skill got the buffs as much. Like for example, like Lacerate got like 3x damage, right? But the flat got removed. But it's probably roughly double damage, right? But yeah, Bone Shatter. Yeah, Bone Shatter, Dual Strike of Ambidextery, and Shockwave support gem, and what else? Something else. But some of these barely got adjusted. Like they got tiny. They either stay or Rage Vortex. Yeah. So the good melee skills are basically almost not changed much at all. Like they're probably about the same after the totems. Yeah, Infernal Blow got like tripled as well. Like all the like most melee skills Gucci got either doubled or tripled, depending on if they lost flat. I don't know why, but they removed flat from the game. Like every single skill that had flat, including Poison Arrow or Caustic Arrow, they all got like Burning Arrow, Lightning Arrow. All the flat in the game got removed, but they compensated with more damage. So I guess they want your gear to matter. They want your gear to give you your flat damage. But yeah, but anything that got flat removed got more damage, so it's like pretty much the same, I guess. Yeah, so I guess if I had to sum it up, Gucci, I would say a lot of new fun stuff in the game, but also a lot of old stuff got adjusted. So like the old way of playing like maps probably got deleted, but a lot of new stuff to add to that. So it's probably gonna be. I'm hoping it's at least gonna feel like a net neutral. Yeah, I'm hoping we're going to have like the same fun, just differently. I didn't mention T17s as well. The devs said they made a mistake and accidentally double buff T17s, which is why they came out so overtuned. They said that there was actually like hidden multipliers that they like 2 different devs accidentally buffed it. So it was just completely fucked, and they removed it. So tier 17s now, mobs have 55% less life and 30% less damage. And to make the bosses not completely Omega lol, they like adjusted them up to be, you know, normal. That means the bosses themselves are probably still really hard, but the trash won't be so fucked. Oh, and Revenants specifically have the new DD animation, so they're not gonna like instantly one-pop you randomly like they do. They'll have the long-ass DD, and they'll make the noise and everything. So you'll hear the like, you know, the big fucking nuke going off. Yeah, Union of Souls also got deleted. Barrels got deleted. I think that's most of the things. There's also a bunch of... They reworked Retaliation. I don't have an opinion on that at the moment. Back to Basics got removed too. I don't have an opinion on Retaliation gem change because it's too, like, unique. You know, it's too different. I'll need to see gems before, but they completely reworked it. What is Retaliation? Well, it's literally the exact same, right? It's the same, like, you get hit Gucci. So if I, like, punch you, right? You now get access to Retaliation. But the difference is, Gucci, it's not automatic. It now unlocks something called a Retaliation skill. And the Retaliation skills are basically really, really overtuned OP skills. So it's almost like, Gucci, imagine if I punch you, you get access to Valspark. Or if I punch you, now you get like Vile Ground Slam. Yeah, so it's weird, right? Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be good though. Oh, Glad? Yo, Gitchy. Glad got changed. Glad now has 100% more damage, but it takes time to ramp. Hang on, I got a picture. Oh, they nerfed EA Champion a little bit as well, Omega Lol. So you get 1% more damage per second permanently. Like it doesn't go away if you're nearby an enemy. So I'm ramping chat. So Gladiator is like a good league starter now. But it'd be shit like eventually, right? When you can just kill bosses in like a minute or less, it'd be bad. But you know, as a league starter, when the boss fights actually take some time, I think this is actually good. So I might actually play Bleed Glad. Also, you can now make enemies move, like you know the multiplier to moving enemies, Scoochie, on Bleed? You just get that now, basically. Like it takes a little bit of effort. Like you actually have to hit maybe more than once, unless you play Glad. But you can basically just make them, it's like auto ensnaring arrow basically for Bleed. It's like this new like ailment type. What do they call it, chat? Aggravate? You can aggravate an enemy and they just take full bleed damage. Also, they made block good again too. They just made block way better. Block nodes are like twice as strong, and Gladiator has lucky block now. And they buff Versatile Combatant and the block keystone, so block is just back. I think with Versatile Combatant plus Glad, you have 88% block chance, Gucci. And the best part is, you basically need like barely any investment to get it. Like they just made block so much stronger. Yeah, it's so 88% block chance, which is like actually pretty cracked. Like EHP will be highest on Glad, you just need to not get one shot. Sounds like I have to do the league mechanic for the auction house. You'll be glad to know they decided to separate the league mechanic from the auction house. So while the league mechanic does essentially give you the auction house, you put the NPC in your hideout and the gold is a global drop. So you could literally, they also said, Gucci, that because the gold is also how you interact with the league mechanic, you can literally not do the league mechanic ever, stack up gold, and then when you decide to fuck with it, you can fuck with it. And gold is auto pickup, yeah. Gold is, and it benefits from the increased pickup range, so the gold sucks really well. It shouldn't be as bad as it was in you know when that stupid gold Ruthless event happened? It shouldn't be that dog shit. It should be way better. Yeah, and it doesn't take up inventory either. It goes into like a UI, like last epoch. Oh, you can also click all your currency into your stash. You don't have to like click one fucking Chaos Orb stack at a time. What else? I think I mentioned Wildwood back already. Oh, Sentinel's back. The Calandra mechanic's back a bit. Well, just the refracting mirror thingamajiggy, not the actual dogshit tile system. Yeah, Seer now just spawns in T16s, Scoochie, and T17s. Yeah, I mentioned Recombinators are back, which is amazing. Yeah, Ward is back too, because it's an expedition league, right? Or the theme. So they brought back Ward, but they buffed it like a bunch. Oh yeah, they added more campaign stuff as well. So oh, Gucci. The Seer in high tier maps can also give you the ability to scry, which is you know that scarab that allows you to put like mage blood cards in whatever map. You can now do that just natty, like you just get that now. So when you find the Seer, you can scry, and that will link the maps. So, for example, you can link Strand and Crimson Temple. Crimson Temple's... Ignore the part where Crimson Temple isn't in the game right now, because they, you know... But you can link two maps, and it'll have the div cards from that map. So you just get that now. You don't have to use a Scarab anymore. It goes without saying they deleted the Scarab as well. The Scarabs... Like, all the Divination Scarabs got fucking nuked. Yeah, it's a permanent thing. Yeah, it's permalink. Yeah. Can you have more than one map linked, chat? Like, sorry, not to the same map, but could I have like, yeah, so if I want to ping pong two maps, I can have one map scried and then one link per map, multiple links. Yeah, as long as it's different links, right? Also, I'm sure you already saw with the teaser, but you can see the div cards on the Atlas now. Like they just show it to you now. And they also did a massive shuffle to put a bunch of div cards more evenly distributed. So I think the idea is they don't want to have like one map with 10 good div cards kind of thing. But because you can scry as well, I think it makes sense anyway. Yeah, I think that's most of the changes, right? Tinctures, rage, melee, rework. Yeah. Banners are kind of like totems now, by the way, Gucci. I guess I should warn you. Banners no longer have mana reservation, and they're basically totems. They turn totems and they turn banners into totems, kind of. Oh, they buffed wonders. Yeah, wonders have more attack speed. They have more damage. They have spell damage scaling. Like, you know, they scale now with spell damage. More crit. Yeah. So wonders got a big buff too, actually. You forgot Ruthless? Yeah, I definitely didn't read Ruthless Omega Law. Tomorrow we do chat SF discussion, I suppose. Maybe some build planning. Definitely gonna do POBing, chat SF planning. Like we got a lot to do. But yeah, that will be me for today. That was a good fucking announcement, honestly. GG. Poor Fub Gun, guys.